Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. Hope your day is off to a great start. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with my summer 2024 sunscreen review series. If you have been with my channel for at least a couple of years now, you are aware that every summer I do a sunscreen review series here on my channel. Listen, I have a family history of melanoma, and as someone who used to lay in tanning beds in the early 2000s, and as someone who in the 90s thought it was a good idea to get a tan while covered in body oil and laying on a trampoline in the middle of the summer heat, I can tell you I have a lot of regrets about some of those decisions. I have a lot of regrets, especially since discovering that I do have a family history of melanoma. I am very nervous every time I go to the dermatologist. I actually have an appointment coming up this October for another, full body scan just to make sure that things are okay. But I just think it's really, really important to protect yourself from the sun. And I will stress right now, it's not just important to put the sunscreen on during the summer months. There are UV rays coming through year round. And while we do need some of those rays to actually really penetrate into our bodies to allow our bodies to function properly, you have to be very mindful about the amount of UV exposure that you get. So for me, I am very adamant at this stage in my life. I am almost 46 years old. I always cover myself in SPF. I have a lot of regrets about things that I choose to do in my teens and in my 20s with regard to the sun. But I can tell you that at this point, protection is crazy important. And I love doing these review series every single summer because I think it's a wonderful opportunity for me to not only spread the good word about protecting your skin, but also giving you some options that might be really worth checking out. Now, in today's video, unfortunately, I have a little bit of a flop to share, but this is specifically, I think, because of my skin type that this is a flop. If you are polar opposite of me, I think you might actually really enjoy this product. So anyway, what are we discussing today? We are discussing this. So this is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Dew Balm SPF 45 with niacinamide. In full disclosure, I actually did get this in PR from Glow Recipe. So they sent this to me, and it doesn't work for me at all. I gave it several different tries, and I think the texture of this is just not suited to someone with my specific skin type, like I said. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna read a little bit into the claims of the product. I am then going to tell you what my experience was with it. I am going to tell you how I am choosing to continue to use this product because I can use it in other ways. But I thought this would be another really great touch-up option to recommend for oily skin girlies. Unfortunately, this is not the one. I do have another SPF that is a slightly different texture, that is a similar format to this Glow Recipe stick SPF product. But we'll talk about that one in a couple of weeks here. I'm still kind of in the early stages of testing that one. But this one I've been testing now for a number of weeks, and I feel confident in sharing my thoughts. So a big thank you to Glow Recipe for sending this out. I'm sorry that I don't like it, but like I said, I just think that with my particular skin type, this one is just not a good fit. And if you too are very oily, I just want you to be aware prior to spending the money. All right, so first of all, this product retails for $30. You can find this at Sephora. It is a ½ ounce, and this is what the product itself looks like. I'm only gonna roll it up a little ways here. You can see it's actually like see-through, so it's this clear stick. It very much has a slick texture to it in terms of fragrance here. It smells like sunscreen. I don't think there are any added fragrances in here to make this smell, like coconut or a day at the beach. You're basically just smelling the raw sunscreen ingredients in here. So If you happen to like that smell, that's what you're getting here. But this is what the product looks like itself. It is very easy to pop into a beach bag or in your purse for on the go. I actually have this one in my purse, and I'll tell you how I am going to finish using it towards the end of the video. But first, again, let's read more about the product. Okay, so what is this? A sunscreen serum stick with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid that protects, hydrates, and leaves skin instantly glowing while brightening over time. If you're not aware, niacinamide is a wonderful product for, a wonderful ingredient, if you will, for brightening the skin. Also, it happens to be a really great ingredient if you are looking to address the appearance of your pores. You guys know how I feel about my 20% niacinamide from Paula's Choice. What a game changer. I absolutely adore that product. And yes, niacinamide 100% has had an impact on the overall look of my pores. They look so much smaller than they ever did before. Now, they say that this is a good product for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. I'm gonna argue that here in a minute. The skincare concerns that this addresses are dryness, dullness, and uneven texture. The formulation is a balm. We've already talked about the niacinamide and the hyaluronic acid. There's also watermelon in this formulation. It is from their, you know, like Watermelon Glow line here. There's also squalane in here. I happen to actually really like squalane. This is a plant-derived oil that calms and intensely moisturizes the skin without clogging pores. I will say, I do not think this is pore clogging in any respect at all, but it's very hydrating. So if you need some hydration, definitely check this out. All right, so what is the actual formulation of this SPF in terms of the active ingredients? So here we have avobenzone, homosalate, and octisalate. So this is a chemical sunscreen formulation, you know, different from the mineral formulations that I personally tend to gravitate towards. But I actually don't have any beef with this being a chemical sunscreen, if you will. I actually have some that I really enjoy and that work quite well for my oily skin. Mineral zinc oxide especially is the best for me, but I do have a few other chemical sunscreens that also work quite well. So, let's see. They say that 100% of people agreed that this feels lightweight and doesn't clog their pores or break them out. I will say I didn't notice any breakouts when I was using this on my face, so that's a good thing. 100% of people agreed that this product is gentle, non-irritating, and works on their sensitive skin. So if you are someone with sensitive skin, this might be worth checking out. And 100% of people agreed that it made it easier for them to reapply their SPF on the go. All right. Here's the thing. I tried applying this in a few different ways. First of all, I did want to use this as a touch-up product. So the first couple times that I tried it, I applied my usual SPF in the morning, and then when it was time to reapply, I went ahead and just, you know, put this balm all over my face and did a nice light layer over everything, making sure not to miss any areas. And as soon as I did that and I looked in the mirror, I thought, this is not for me. It's not for me for a couple reasons. One, it is very shiny. This is going to give your skin a glow like you wouldn't believe. If you have dry or dull skin, I think you're gonna love this. You are going to adore this, actually. But another thing that I found, and this might just be because I personally exclusively wear powder foundation for the most part, but I did find that my makeup would basically just kind of lift off of my face and mix in with the stick here. I think this is probably a better formulation as a touch-up if you are not wearing a bunch of makeup. I'm not sure if this would cause liquid foundation to lift, but it definitely lifted my powder foundation off of my face when I applied it. And then to make that situation even worse, it left me looking like a disco ball. my skin was so shiny, and not in a flattering way, not in a way where you're like, oh, look at that dewy glow that that lady has. It looked like I just stuck my face into a vat of grease. And on top of it, with half of my makeup basically being lifted off, it just did not work, you guys. I really wanted this to work out for me because I have a number of Glow Recipe products that are staples in my collection, especially from this watermelon collection of theirs. The Dewdrops, I am never without them. Also, their toner, the watermelon toner, is fabulous. There are, like I said, a number of really great products within the Glow Recipe lineup, but this one here, this is not a good fit for my oily skin. I do think, again, if you have a drier skin type or you are reapplying this on no makeup days, the reapplication is certainly easy. You do have a good amount of coverage. I mean, this is a pretty large, you know, stick here, and it is very easy to, you know, apply this. And then I did, you know, kind of try to like tap it into my skin just a little bit. Again, that just made the whole like removing or smearing around my makeup even worse. I think maybe the squalane in here is just a bit too much in terms of formulation for an oily skin type, but if you're dry, I would definitely recommend checking this out. So would I personally repurchase this in the future? I would not. Not with my oily skin, but it's not going to waste, you guys. So what I've been doing is I actually carry this around in my purse now, and you know what I've been doing with this? Not that I think you should buy this to do this thing, but I love applying this to the tops of my hands, especially right after I get into the car, because let me tell you something right now, nothing shows your age more than the backs of your hands. If you are not protecting your hands when you are driving, either with gloves, and listen, I can't do the gloves either. They feel silly to me. But being able to apply something like this over your skin very quickly and very easily, and the fact that this is so hydrating, this is actually a great thing for the backs of my hands. Not only are they protected from the sun, but they are receiving some pretty great hydration as I am puttering around town, going to Costco, going to the bank, going to work meetings. I feel like my hands are looking lovely and they are quite protected. So in terms of the finish, here it is on my hands. You can kind of see that shine. I mean, there's a real glow here, right? Like, very shiny, very shiny. This would just not at all be what I would want for my face. I obviously present with a very matte type of makeup look most days here on my channel. Again, I like a little bit of dew in strategic areas, but I just can't do it with this product. It's too heavy. It is too much moisture for me, and it lifts my powder foundation off. So I'm sorry to give this such a big fat thumbs down. The other product that I have is a slightly different texture. Now that one I have only tested on no makeup days, but I think tomorrow will be the test where I apply it over top of my makeup and see if it lifts off. We'll see, but I will definitely report back. And yeah, anyway, let me know if you are the type of person that would love a product like this for touch-up because it would be a better fit for your skin type. Yeah, or if you have this and you have had an opportunity to use it multiple times, will you let us know how it does over makeup for you? I just don't know how this would not lift your makeup off. Even if you were wearing like a liquid foundation, I think that this might react the same that way. But again, I don't know because that's not what I wear. But if you do, please, please, please leave your experience with this particular SPF in the comments down below. I hope that this was helpful. I'm so sorry, Glow Recipe, that this one did not work for me, but I'm gonna keep buying your other watermelon products because those are fabulous. Anyway, you guys, let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you being here, and I'm gonna take my really soft, shiny hands and I don't know, go do some dishes, I guess. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.